Hei hei hei, moi Finland! You have made your choice. UMK Uuden musiikin kilpailu has taken place, and we have our winner, and potentially maybe a whole overall Eurovision winner 2026. We'll talk about it soon. I have so much to talk to you about. I have watched the national selection. I have my thoughts to share. Let's talk about it. You're watching Blogovision. My name is Tatiana Spiteri. If you are here for the first time, do subscribe, click that notification bell, and follow me for more Eurovision content. As Eurovision media, I go and visit every Eurovision Song Contest, well, as many as I possibly can. And this year, I'm surely heading to Vienna 2026. So let's talk about Finland's choice and its potential in overall Eurovision Song Contest. Mennään. Ooh, what a show. What a show. UMK, UMK. Oh my God. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to the people who were so supportive of every single artist. Like, it doesn't even matter if they came last, if they didn't do maybe as great as other acts on stage, but the support in the arena was out of this world. It was really this atmosphere of overall happiness. I think Erika Wikman and JJ also in the interval did a really great job. Overall, the staging, the lights, the works, the concepts, even of the acts that did not win this year, were really on par. But we got the winner. We've got the winner. Liekinheitin by Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen have won the national selection. A flamethrower. Yeah, that is how you translate the title of the song, Liekinheitin. It's obvious from the performance. It's very fiery. It's very out there. It's like everything basically you expect of Eurovision performance to be. Do you guys remember that Lordi was the first to use fireworks in Eurovision? Yep, that was the very first year that fireworks were allowed, and Finland did the best work with that. So maybe they thought, hey, guys, first of all, that's the title, flamethrowers. Second, Eurovision is all about taking risks and all about just displaying what your song is about. So whether certain things are allowed or not on actual Eurovision stage in Vienna, that is to be seen. Both Linda and Pete are really well established in Finland, and Linda is known as a great violinist. But before I rewatch the performance and give my thoughts on every little bit of it, let us also talk about the fact that place number 2 was by Antti with Takatukka. And the third place was by Komiat, another folk band. So both the second and the third choice by Finland were folk songs, Both were with accordions, both were with national motifs. And it felt like Finland maybe got inspired a little bit by Barabada Bastu and all the sauna, because it felt like quite a few artists selected for this Eurovision were about this national motives. I think in general Eurovision 2026 is very much this time about folky national sound identity, displaying the culture through centuries. And yet the winner is something way more maybe Eurovision formulaic. I don't want to say that it's a formula per se. It's not banal in any way, but I mean, both second and third were these folky songs, which expectedly landed high, but the winner is more of a what we would imagine Eurovision winner in general to be. So let's take a look at the performance. I want to see how it resonates with me now when I'm like detached from UMK, when I'm just looking at the song once again, but in itself, the thing in itself, from the point of view of Eurovision potential. A beautiful intro, very effective. The singer's voice is something for sure. And his voice from the very beginning is accompanied by this violin part. That's what makes the trick, guys. It is not just Alexander Bach doing a bit of violin in the middle, but this goes the song, the violin. It's like there are two, as if they have two voices. He's got his own song, Peter has his singing voice, and Linda has her violin to sort of comment on what he is singing. Cannot say the chorus though is memorable. Ask me guys what the chorus sounded like. I will not reproduce it, and I think this is heavily relying on Linda to be memorable. This part is super melodic. This part is so melodic. Love it, love it, love it. And Finland, check it out. You can sing in Finnish and still be understood and still be welcome and still be hyped. You do not have to always switch to English for that. This year is like an ode to national languages, to mother tongues. Can you guys hear the crowd? From the moment the violin kicks in, and Linda herself is this sort of quintessence of diva, I don't know, with the outfit like that, the wind effect, this blonde hair flowing. They did everything in their hands, in their power visually to impress. I think this part with the net though has to be rethought just a little bit. Staging wise, it looks a bit maybe minimalistic. It can be made on a larger scale. But again, you see from the moment it switches to the violin, to Linda, the crowd goes wild, and I think Eurovision will repeat that pattern. The chorus, yeah, the chorus. Guys, the verses leave me more or less indifferent. Choruses make up for it, and Eurovision is all about memorable choruses. Obviously, since the song is Flamethrower, here comes the fire. Fuego. You are, saot, saot. You are the flamethrower. It is all about, it is so heavily relying on the violin that probably if you just strip it away and leave Peter singing by himself the whole song, it will not have the same effect. But guess what? We guys love Epic Sex Guy. We love Moldova for that, and we love Finland for the violin here. The ending, yeah, is going higher pitches. All the smoke, yeah, the fire is extinguished. I would add something to that ending, like I think some final sort of violin, something with the violin to do. The very last few seconds would have made even a more memorable, ending. So far, this and like there is something that I want to, some culmination that I want to be sort of finished, like a final touch, like that final cherry on top. Speaking of which, the cherry cake singer was also quite fiery. Loved her. She should come back to UMK. Don't you guys think so? Write me in the comments. I'm no type of lady making you a cherry cake. Overall, this has Eurovision winner potential. I just want to know, I'm very curious how this TikTok generation, Eurovision is now all about TikTok, how the younger, how the teens, early teens, late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, how do they react to the song like that? Do they resonate with it? Is it only the violin part, or is it the whole song that catches them? Is it the effect of Linda, or is it the effect of them together? It's the magic of them together. Like, I would like to see how well it does in terms of different age categories. I'm sure this is a 30, 40 plus, 50 plus, and so on, voting winner. Eurovision audiences is getting younger and younger by the year, by the hour, and with social media, Instagram and TikTok being the main platforms of Eurovision these days, it's a lot about media presence and becoming viral and making it, like keeping this hype all the way through to Eurovision. I cannot say though that JJ last year was particularly a teens hype. However, he had it, this youth and the overall like youngsters appeal, let's call it this way. Is this to taste, or is this the overall like package that everybody will love? Well, judging by the comments, people are extremely happy both in Finland and outside. People in Finland, I heard, were even crying watching this. That's how much they love the performance and believe in it. Overall, awesome package. The fiery part, I would make a little bit more scale, just like the net, this sort of longing for her and this, separation between the two. I think it can be staged way bigger in actual Eurovision, but this does has a potential to win this year. Does it mean Tampere 2027? It's too early to talk about it yet. It's definitely a top three. It's definitely a top three this year. Let's go through Finland's participation in Eurovision so far. Participation so far 58. That's a lot. Victories so far only Lordi, one, obviously hard rock. Hallelujah. Our last place is probably one of the countries with the unluckiest last place score 10 lowest scores, and out of them 3 were null points, which means when Finland gets it right, like with Lordi, they do it really well. When Finland gets it not right, it's really not right, like it really flops. Well, I think this year we can all agree this is not going to be a flop, more of a top. Finals 13 out of 21 since 2004, according to Eurovision World. That means Finland has had about 60%, 55 to 60% chance of qualification. Not chance, but I mean success rate with qualifications. That doesn't mean that you cannot flop again, but I think again this year it's not even in the cards to be not making it to the grand final, right? The other thing is it the winner of 2026, or is it more of the vibe of a winner of, let's say, when Lordi were the winners, or 2010 or 2012 or 2015? Because for me, it reads more of a typical jury vote plus people vote, but people, as I said, like 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus. For now, we have about how many? 50, 60% of songs out already. And so far, it's definitely giving top three. I would say top two. Let's stay with top two. If it's not the winner, it's going to be second, or it's going to win the whole damn thing. Many people say that when Sweden releases their song, it might be again Finland against Sweden this time, sort of a cha-cha-cha story. But maybe this time it's time not for Sweden, but for Finland to shine. What do you guys think? Drop me a comment. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being on my channel. Let's walk this Eurovision road together. Hope to see you in my future videos. Bye. Do 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 do.